Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about how technology has evolved from the basic paper product to computers and laptops today. Communication between people used to be done on paper. It was the only means of connecting with people around the world. Across the cities by using cards, letters, postal service, but the first paper product was actually invented by a man in China. With this invention, the paper began a new era, and did at that time. It was used in many products in the house, outside the house, all over the world. Today we use it in money. We also use it toilet paper, paper towels, our notebooks that we use for school. So as you can see, it's a very important and at the time invention. This leads us to the next evolution, as I would say it, into technology for paper. We moved to the typewriters. The first typewriter was actually invented back in 1714 by an Englishman. It then went on to about 1808. There was an Italian man that invented the concept of how a typewriter would work. Then there was a man who actually invented the typewriter for a blind friend, so he would be able to type rather than write, I assume. As it went on, Christopher Sholes decided that he would elaborate on the invention and make it a much better, I would say, where you have a full keyboard. As before, you didn't really have a keyboard. He's the one that invented the actual typewriter and to what we use today. So as now, we will take a little bit of a tour of some of the typewriters that I have and how we have evolved into the computer technology we have today. Hello, I'm back. As I said, I was going to demonstrate to you the different stages of typewriters. This, as you can see, is a very, very old one. And this was the one that would have been Christopher Sholes, where he actually made the lower and the uppercase typewriter. And this one was not as effective because the keys would always get stuck every time you hit them. So then, as technology evolved, they went to more of this one, which was an IBM. But on this particular model, this was one of the high-tech ones. You actually use this to compose textbooks, the equations and symbols, and as you can see, there's fonts, and you changed each font, put it in the machine, and that was how you made the different equations. This was very high-tech and very hard for a lot of people to run. Then, as we move to this model, it is actually about the same as this, but it's more of a typewriter. You use this, and it was much faster and more efficient of a typewriter than as opposed to the manual. But on this particular one, you actually even had a back button that you would use as a whiteout to take away any mistakes you had, which was unheard of in all the older models. So then, as we finally get rid of all these and go to the highest tech we have available now, we are back to the world we're in today. We have the computer. We have flat screen. We no longer need any whiteout. We no longer need any buttons to push except a keyboard and any programs available. Hello again. I'm just here to say that this is the conclusion of my presentation, and I do hope that you've enjoyed a little bit of my presentation. 5 minutes really doesn't give you enough time to really get involved, but it did give you time to see actually how technology in society today has changed from back in the day, from when paper was invented. I hope you all enjoy the technology that the world will be advancing to soon. Thank you.